Do you feel like strength is what you're lacking for the handstand? Here's a 10-minute follow-along workout to help you build the strength required for the handstand. Let's get right into it. So we're gonna start with the warm-up, and for that we're gonna be doing 10 shoulder circles, for which you're gonna be needing an elastic band. And don't worry, if you don't have one at home, you can also just grab a towel. And the goal of this exercise is to keep your elbows perfectly straight, your wrist as well, both when you go to the front and when you go to the back. So just make sure that you don't move your elbows bended like this, and bear in mind that the more wide you grab the elastic band, so that means to the ends of the elastic band, the easier this exercise is going to be, and the more narrow you grab to the elastic band, so toward the middle, then the harder this exercise is going to be. So just pick a position that is suitable to you, that you don't have any pain in your shoulders or elbows. And once you have completed the 10 circles, then you can put the elastic band away. We're not gonna be needing anymore because we're gonna be doing wrist leans. So you can put your hands flat on the floor, and then you can try to lean forward as much as you can and hold that position for about 10 seconds. So that means, again, keep your elbows perfectly straight and make sure that you don't have any pain in your wrist. A slight discomfort is fine, but having pain means that you should go a bit back and then hold that position. Once you've done the 10 seconds, you can rotate your wrist and palms facing you and then leaning the opposite direction, so toward you. And again, make sure you hold that for 10 seconds, that your elbows are perfectly straight and that you don't have any pain in your wrist. Having a slight pulling feeling in your forearms is perfectly fine because we're also stretching the forearms. And keep it for 10 seconds. Once you're done, you can put your palms on the opposite direction on the floor and then lean to the left and to the right, and we're gonna be doing 10 repetitions of this, so that means 5 per side. Again, lean as much as you're comfortable so that you don't have any pain. And now that you're warmed up, we're gonna start with the main workout. Every exercise we're gonna be doing for 30 seconds, and we're gonna start with plank shoulder taps. So we can go into a plank position and then try to tap your shoulders as you stay in that position. And you can go as fast as you feel comfortable, but just make sure that you're able to keep going for 30 seconds. Keep your core tight, don't put your hips back, but really try to squeeze your core. And if you feel like this is too easy for you, there is a harder variation on the screen you can try, and if that's also too hard, there's also an easier variation that you can try. So now that we're done with this, we're gonna do some shoulder stretches. So you can go into the wall, put your hands up, and then try to push your shoulders down as much as you can. The higher you're gonna position your hands on the wall, the easier this exercise is going to be. And the lower you position your hands on the wall, then the harder this exercise is going to be. Try not to move your shoulders too much, except pushing them down. So we don't wanna go up, we wanna push the shoulders down. I'm gonna be holding that for 30 seconds. And then we're gonna go into the plank pike exercise. So you can start into a pike position and then go down into a plank position, and then again go back into pike position and then into plank. And make sure that you're keeping your knees and your elbows perfectly straight. The goal here is to learn to transition your weight both vertically and horizontally, because you're gonna need that strength for the handstand. I'm gonna keep going for 30 seconds. And once you're done, we're gonna start doing some walks on the ground. Again, until a straight arm plank position, and then we're gonna go back until the toes. And if you're not able to go until your toes, that's perfectly fine. You can also just go midway until here and then back again. And if you feel like this is too easy for you, then you can also put your feet higher on the couch and make this exercise a bit harder. We're gonna keep going, almost 30 seconds. Okay, And now that we're done with this exercise, we're gonna go into bend knees hollow hold. So that means you can lay on the ground and we're gonna put our knees up and your arms should be next to your ears. And we're gonna hold this position now for 30 seconds. Make sure that you're squeezing your core, make sure that also your lower back is on the ground. And if you feel like this position of 30 seconds is too hard for you, then you can position your hands next to your knees. And if you feel like this is too easy for you, then you can also strengthen your knees fully. I'm gonna be holding that 30 seconds. We're done. And the next exercise is going to be, we're gonna go into a pike position again, and we're gonna try to lift one of your legs up and then down, and we're gonna switch the legs. And the reason we're doing that is because for the handstand, you also need to kick up the handstand, so you need to learn to transition your weight again from your legs to your hands. If you feel again like this is too easy for you, you can put your legs higher on the couch or any other surface that you have to make this exercise a bit harder. Okay, 30 seconds. And the last exercise of this circuit, which we're gonna repeat twice, is doing some wrist leans again so that you can rest a bit. So we're again gonna put our hands on the ground. We're gonna lean for about 10 seconds. Again, make sure that you're keeping your elbows straight. Once you're done with 10 seconds of this, then you can rotate your wrist backward. Again, we're holding that for about 10 seconds. And now that we're done with the wrist leans, we're gonna repeat the circuit again. So what that means is we're gonna start again with plank shoulder taps of 30 seconds. Don't forget to tap your shoulders, that you're squeezing your core. If you feel a bit tired, the second circuit, you can just go for the easier variations. Or if you feel like you weren't challenged at all in the first circuit, then you can go for the harder variations. Again, pick up a pace that is suitable for you so that you can just keep tapping your shoulders for 30 seconds. We're almost there. Okay, next one again, we're gonna be doing the shoulder stretch. I'm just moving my phone around because how am I supposed to know when 30 seconds is over? Just keep holding that position. Like in this moment, I'm just so happy I have a second phone, which I'm only using for the timers, by the way. We have 10 more seconds. Keep pushing your shoulders down. Make sure that your ears are in between your shoulders or even lower than that. Have a bit more. Okay, that was 30 seconds. Now we're gonna go again into the plank pike transition. So again, we're gonna start in the plank position and we're gonna go to a pike position. Again, make sure that you're keeping your knees perfectly straight and that you also keep your elbows straight and push your shoulders back as much as you can. Again, the tempo should entirely depend on what you feel comfortable. I would suggest with this exercise, try not to go too fast, but really slow and controlled through the movement. Now that we're done with 30 seconds, we're gonna go again into the walks. So you start at your feet, you walk until a plank position, and then you go up again until your toes. If you cannot reach your toes, you can also try to incorporate some more mobility into your workouts, whether it's calisthenics workouts or gym workouts, just to make sure that you can also do exercises like these as well. And if not, you can just go until the middle, until you have mobility. Okay, 30 seconds. Now that we're done with this, we're gonna go again into the bent knee hollow hold. So I'm gonna bend our knees, arms again next to the ears, and we're gonna hold this. Again, keep your lower back on the ground. Try to breathe also during this exercise, even though I know it is a bit harder. Also, I can just feel my body trembling. That's normal. We have 5 more seconds. Keep your elbows straight, don't bend them, close to the ears. Okay, we're done 30 seconds with this one. Now we're gonna go again into the leg pike position. I'm gonna go again, pike position, bring one of your legs up. Again here, try to keep your knees straight, and if you feel like mobility is a limiting problem here, you can also try to just bend your knees, whatever you feel comfortable. So just keep going for 30 seconds. After this, we just have one more exercise. Okay, now that we're done, we're gonna do the last exercise, which is again the wrist leans. So we're gonna hold to the front for about 10 seconds. Again, try to lean as much as possible without having any pain. Then we're gonna rotate the wrists the opposite direction and lean again. And the reason why I'm emphasizing so much on these wrist leans is because if you really want to start learning the handstand, at some point you're gonna feel like your wrist mobility might be a problem, you're gonna get pain in your wrist, and if you don't do this exercise, they can progress to become even worse. But if you incorporate them into your daily workouts, that's gonna prevent any wrist pain that you're gonna have with the handstand workout. And now we're actually ready with the workout. Let me know what other follow-along workouts you would like to see, and thank you for watching.